What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to part 5 of the recommended route for Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree. Now, the last time that we talked, we were here at the final boss of the Ballarat Tower settlement. So after you defeated the divine beast here, we are going to continue on to the next portion of the area. Now, the divine beast area, after you complete it, the site of grace is going to point you towards that direction there. Now you can take this elevator here to go ahead and progress the story, so make sure that you take this elevator, go up the stairs, and progress whatever you need to progress to learn what we have to do as our next steps. Make sure that you do that. I'm not 100% sure if it kind of locks you out of anything or anything like that, but just make sure that you do it. That way you are following along with the story and all that, and kind of know exactly what you got to do. Now, once you're up there, once you're done with that, we're going to actually go ahead and open up our map. Now, because we've done most of the side dungeons here, we are actually ready to take on the second main dungeon of the area, which will be Castle Ensis. Now, if you feel like you've forgotten some side stuff, now would be a perfect time for you to explore and make sure that you got everything. If you feel like you missed some, Nicholas crosses or something like that, make sure that you go around looking for those. That way you are prepared for Castle Ensis, because this area can be quite difficult. So let's go ahead and go back to the castle front here. If you feel like the divine beast lion was a little tough, this next boss is definitely going to be a skill check for you. So we're going to go ahead and make our way into Castle Ensis from that castle front gate, whatever, site of grace, and make our way up these stairs here. Now there is going to be a giant here that you can deal with. He's already dead on my screen, but make sure you handle him. Now there is some things that you can get. As you can see on the right hand side, there is some things that over there that you can explore. There's an item up there that I completely forgot to get, so make sure that you get that as well. But once you're done with all that, you can actually head left here, and we are going to go up towards these stairs. Now this legacy dungeon isn't as long as the Ballarat Tower settlement. It's actually pretty short, and it's pretty straightforward, so it won't be as hard as other dungeons. But basically, when we get up here, you're going to see some stuff over to your northwest. Now, we're not necessarily going to do that yet. We're actually going to head towards this cave over here. Now, like I said, it's pretty straightforward, so you can actually head your way up here. Let me get rid of this dog real quick. And I might as well get rid of this guy as well, because he's going to stop bothering me. Okay, so once you exit the cave, you can go up here to your right. There are going to be some enemies to your right hand side, and there's going to be a knight up there who is kind of an asshole. So you're going to want to make sure you head your way up that little cliff after you defeat the knight, and I recommend that you defeat these enemies on your right hand side as well. Once you make your way up the cliff, there is going to be a Nicholas cross here. Make sure you get that scattered tree fragment, and there's going to be a site of grace here. Once you get that site of grace, you can actually head down this way. Now this gate is going to be closed for you, so we can go ahead and get rid of this guy here, and we're actually going to make our way down this way. So make your way down this way. Be careful with the dogs that spawn here. Once you make your way down here to the little dog pit, you're going to go ahead and head out this way. Make your way over to the left hand side. Do a little bit of bunny hops here with the waterfall. Then we're going to head this way towards the big waterfall and take ourselves a left here. Now once you make your way up the ladder, there's going to be some enemies here that try to flank you, so just be on the lookout for that. And once you head in here, you're going to head out this way, and you're going to go ahead and pop this little lever here. That way you can go ahead and open up the little castle gate here, and you can make your way back to the grace if you need to. After you make your way through the gate, you can actually head down this way. Again, there's going to be some enemies here that are going to be bothering you. Make sure you take them out. I'm not necessarily going to worry about them right now. But once you do that, you can head your way over to the right hand side here. Now once you get to this portion here, there is going to be a guy shooting magic on the top right hand side. I'd recommend making your way over to the right hand side and going up this ladder here. That way you can get rid of that guy throwing magic at you, because you are going to be facing an enemy that is kind of tough, and that magic is just going to be bothering you. So Make sure you check what you need to check up here, but take out this asshole that is throwing magic at you. Now, like I said, we're going to make our way down that way, but there is going to be a carrion knight there that is pretty tough. So you might die here a couple times here with that carrion knight. Not necessarily that he's tough in terms of his moveset or anything like that. He's pretty easy to dodge, but when he hits, man, he hits like a truck. So we're going to make our way down this way again, go up these stairs. Now the knight is already dead for me here on my end, but you're going to want to make sure you take him out here. Then we're going to go ahead and head down this church and take a right. Make sure you take out the sorcerers here. Now, again, while I'm exploring through here, I'm just kind of going through the basic areas that you need to go to. But you want to make sure that you explore every single little corner. That way you get the most out of the dungeon here. So we're going to make our way this way, open up the gate here. Then we're going to head left here. We are going to make our way through here. Of course, there's a bunch of enemies that you can take out as well. Then you're going to make your way towards this tower and stay on the right hand side for the stairs. Here there's going to be an asshole knight as well, so make sure you take him out or else he will chase your ass and keep bothering you. Go ahead and take the elevator up right where the knight was at, where he was guarding. Once you take the elevator up, you're going to go ahead and go on over here to the right and go ahead and grab this site of grace here. Now, this is the last site of grace that we are going to be getting before the actual boss of this area. Now, there is a couple things that you can check out over here as well. So again, just make sure you're exploring every little nook and cranny here in this area, and we will make our way towards the boss. So the boss door is going to be to our right hand side. Right here is going to be the boss for you. Again, I've already beaten her here on my end, but this boss is a little tough, man. So you might be stuck here for a little bit, or you might just be cracked and get her on the first try. But once you defeat this boss, you'll get that site of grace, and then we will continue on with the next portion of our walkthrough, which will be part 6. So I will catch you guys later. By the time we're done with this boss here, we're going to be doing a lot more side dungeon exploring. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.